Okay, folks, well, we're here in Teotihuacan. We're here with a historian, Jane Kadala, who also happens to be in the same PhD program as I am. And she's going to tell us a little bit about this area of Teotihuacan, which has been taken over by people, breaking the law, coming into what is a protected area. And, well, I'll let Jane tell you about it.
Hello, welcome to Teotihuacan. Teotihuacan, it was one of the greatest cities of the Mesoamerican cultures. So we have the honor to have it here in Mexico. We are in this area which is called Teotihuacan. This is archaeological site type B. This is protected by the many laws in Mexico, also international law. This is considered World Heritage by the UNESCO. Right now we are on top of one of the pyramids. I know it doesn't look like it's a pyramid because it's still covered with grass, but we have a group of 3 temples. We have 1, 2, and 3 in there. These are aligned with the moon pyramid, as you can see on that side. And on the other side, we have another group of 3 pyramids in there, but unfortunately, the ex-president of the town of Teotihuacan, he decided to construct an amusement park in here. By doing this, he destroyed one of these pyramids. We called the authorities put him some stamps, but it didn't make a difference. We have to do a lot of things so he can stop constructing. One of them we called the UNESCO agreed to help. Also, we went to the president of the nation, and after a lot of struggling, finally they stopped him and took him to jail. And right now he's out of jail, he's in a judiciary process. But like this, there are many other places in this situation. Now I'm going to show you the other pyramid and the stairs of this place. This is the place where the houses of the Teotihuacan were. Why we cannot see the houses? Because the houses, most of them were made with wood. But the place where we are is probably, this is what Linda Manzanilla, a very famous archaeologist, she said that this is a group of 3 palaces or 3 temples.
Right.
The group of 3 temples.
Could you give us a little bit of context of how big the problem of encroachment is? Because we've been speaking about some specific places, but in general, how severe is the problem of encroachment into this protected site?
Okay, well, I have to tell you that it's very difficult. It's a big problem. Why? Because even though there are so many laws protecting the place, the people start constructing in here. One of the main problems is that this place has owners. I know it's an archaeological site, but it's not really an owner. This is called what we call ejido. Ejido is that this land belongs to farmers. They don't own the land, but they own the rights to the product of the land. So that's why this is one of the problems. So these people, they cannot construct, but they started to construct. Sometimes there are just houses that are not causing that damage. The problem are the big buildings like restaurants.
Right.
We don't have public services in here, so their waste, they will throw it beneath there, in there. Also, in ecological, talking about ecology, there's no way to dispose garbage, so they burn it. So it's a terrible problem in the environmental aspect. As you see in here, this place is full of ceramics, obsidians. We have carved stone just in here. You can see we have some stones that have been carved. Why? Because it's to fit the structures. We have it in here.
So they're basically loose pieces of the pyramid that have over with erosion.
Exactly. Probably this was the outside of the pyramid, or maybe it was just a tool where they are going to grind the corn.
And you find metates and molcajetes,
yeah,
and
you
stuff
can
like
find
that as
all
well.
these kind of things. You cannot take them because it belongs to the archaeological site. But yes, people in here, we have a lot of treasure hunters in here, which had huge pieces, huge collections of pieces of Teotihuacan art. Unfortunately, they are not in the museums, they are in the houses of the people who lives in here. Okay, now we're going to enter to the caves. There are many caves and tunnels here in Teotihuacan. Why? We had a major volcanic eruption long time ago, and the flow of lava combined and produce all these structures. The Teotihuacans are going to extract the stones in here to build their city. You have to imagine that the magma cover everything, but the Teotihuacans are going to extract the stones to build their city.
So like the Pyramid of the Sun, the Pyramid of the Moon.
Exactly. All the stones were taken from this place and were taken to Teotihuacan.
So it kind of serves as a bit of a natural quarry.
Exactly, but also on the ground we have this tunnel. As I told you before, a big network of tunnels. They are like labyrinths, and some of them are huge, some of them are small, some of them are straight, some of them you can be standing, others you have to crawl, but they are quite interesting, and all of them you find a lot of ceramic, ancient ceramic in there.
So Jane, my understanding is that since the unpleasantness of 2019, 2020 and onwards, it's no longer possible to go up the pyramids of the Sun or the Moon, right?
Yes, exactly. We are not climbing anymore the Sun and the Moon pyramid. This is for the preservation of the pyramid. I have to tell you that the Sun pyramid, the inside, the nucleus of the Sun pyramid is made of this stone. It is called tepetate. Tepetate is compact dirt. So I have to show you.
Ooh, yeah.
This is what happened. It is when it gets humid, it starts to disintegrating. So the nucleus of the pyramid is not safe to go to climb it. It is not safe for the pyramid. It's not going that. It's going to collapse, but it's not safe for the same structure. This is an astronomical cave. Most of the caves in Teotihuacan are going to have a hole where the light would enter. It is said that this was to plan the seasons. They are going to show you the season. Usually you will find a stone in here. In this case, we didn't find the stone, and we are not sure that this is naturally made by the people from the past. We don't know if it's from the present, but they say that they were to know when to harvest, when to plant. This is to show you, it's like a calendar. Okay, more or less this.
So could you tell me a little bit about what it is you're trying to achieve here?
Okay, we want to protect this area by constructing a biocultural park. This way the structures can be protected, we can have an environmental place protected. So this is what we are trying to do. We want to do places where people can come and ride their bikes, they can come with their dogs and do some exercising here, running. It's just to preserve it, to protect it.
I'm imagining a little bit like what exists already in Tula. So when you go into Tula, before you get to the archaeological site, you kind of go through a botanical garden, and it has all the endemic flora and fauna, and it's kind of more like a park. But there's also, of course, archaeological remains around. So something kind of along those lines?
Yes, more or less like that. This is a huge area. There are some constructions that is going to be very difficult. Nowadays, construction that is going to be difficult to take them out. But also we have the tunnels. People can explore. If you want to go, you can go underground and explore these tunnels, which are amazing.
Excellent.